How you doing, Internet? I am the Mass Man. Um, and again, I'm bringing you a story that I heard on the radio. A lot of stuff came, but this was not exactly, Ricky Smiley. In particular, this was a guy that he has on the show. I think his name Three Things with Jeff, and he does these little segments where he does three things with Jeff, and I'm going to talk about one of the three things that he talked about. Now, I think it was the second thing that he said. Now, uh, Tamir Rice's mother, I believe, spoke out against LeBron because LeBron did not take a stronger stance against Tamir Rice's murder, and he didn't take a he didn't take a firm enough position to her liking. She wasn't satisfied with what LeBron had to say about Tamir Rice. Now I know about Tamir Rice, but I didn't know where he got shot. All I knew was 12-year-old boy got shot. I didn't know what part of the country it happened in. I still don't. So if people, and I've seen Boyce Watkins make a video on LeBron. I didn't watch the video, but I saw a title on LeBron should say something about Tamir Rice. So I'm assuming that this keeps coming up because it happened in the same area that LeBron is from. Forgive me. I try not to die on camera. But poor diet. Not sick. Just a bad diet. And my bad diet is making me sick. But Boyce had a video. I heard about this story and the three things, and the general consensus is that some people say that he should say something, and the opinion of the guy who did the three segments, I believe his name is Jeff. He said that we don't need athletes to say things that they don't feel because we want it to be genuine. We want them to be true to themselves and not speak on issues that they are not moved by. And if it's not real, like if it's not genuine, then it shouldn't be done. And he questioned, like he said something about, the audacity of the woman to suggest that LeBron should say something. And I think he was like, people should stop looking to athletes and people should, do the work and not look for celebrities to do things. They should do the work. And, maybe after there's some leadership, celebrities will come around and follow, decent leadership, and that they shouldn't just speak on issues or speak on topics, without actually be passionate about it. I think that was the crux of what he had to say, and I believe that I'm doing his words justice. To deal with one of his points, just pulling it out of thin air. To deal with one of them, if you're a black man who is a professional athlete, who probably would not have any semblance of success if it wasn't for your athletic ability. And a 12-year-old child gets shot and murdered for playing with a toy. And you in a position where if you quit right now, you would have enough money to live comfortably for the rest of your days. If a 12-year-old boy in your neck of the woods getting shot and killed for playing by the authorities, if that does not move you, If that is not something that you really care about, then I don't think that anything will. I don't think that there's anything that could ever happen that would motivate you to say anything ever, unless they fucked with you personally. So if that's the particular argument, that LeBron is not saying something because people should only say things about shit that they're passionate about, or issues that they genuinely care about, then I guess that people shouldn't say anything until they get fucked with. Athletes shouldn't talk about racism. They shouldn't talk about, injustice unless they themselves are suffering the consequence. They should only speak from personal experience, but they shouldn't have anything to say about anybody else or anything else because it doesn't concern them. Now, I'm an indifferent nigga. And I know this world that I live in, this planet that I'm sitting on, the society and all of the countries and all of the nations and all of the world are their own unique version of corrupt. I'm aware of that. So, somebody, speaking on something or standing up against evil, that's a hard place to be. Because if you taking a stance against evil, then you're taking a stance against the whole goddamn world. So I'm not asking anybody to fight that fight. But if we don't hold the people who represent us, who we support, accountable for standing up for us and speaking up for us on their platform, then that makes us the fools. I don't expect LeBron to say anything on his own. I really don't. I mean, LeBron got more money that he probably want to make. He has trouble that he's trying to dodge. He has a career to think about. LeBron is not a politician. LeBron is not, famous to have an opinion. He may not even be qualified to have one. But the idea that LeBron couldn't say this was wrong, this was a tragedy, and something should be done to get justice, the fact that he's not even expected to say that much, and he's still comfortable being around black folks, is unacceptable. Y'all niggas are hilarious to me. When y'all say that genuine and truth and all of this, I don't give a fuck if he want to say it or not. He either say what the black community, who finances a large portion of his career, wants him to say, or he can't be around no other niggas. Either you speak up, either you give some kind, either you say something, or you can't come home, nigga. I don't know what you think this is. It's like, nigga, this ain't about, you ain't got a choice, nigga. Like, nigga, like, I don't give a fuck if you feel like it. I don't care if you really care. I don't care if you mean it. I don't care if you mean it or not. I don't care if it's genuine or not. I don't care if it's real or not. Say it. Because it needs to be said. And it needs to be said by somebody in your position. So if you like niggas money, if you like niggas buying your shoes, buying your jerseys, coming to your game, if you like hanging around black barber shops and kids giving you autographs and people, wanting to take pictures with you, if you like all of that shit from the black community, then that comes with conditions. And the fact that we are supposed to unconditionally support black people and not hold them to anything is so goddamn funny to me. And everything is about choice, and everything is about free will, and everybody do what they want to do, and everybody just do their own thing. Look, I'm an extremely antisocial motherfucker. And, I don't really like people like that. I'm not really I don't like having a bunch of bullshit conversations. I don't like regularly speaking to people who I never actually talk to. Like people who know your face, wave at you every time they see you, maybe ask you, "Hey, how you doing? How you been?" And that's all you ever do. But will get offended if I don't feel like talking to you. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. So I'm not no big people person. I'm not no big, things, but there's just certain work that has to be done. There's certain conditions to being in certain places. And if you don't like black people, if you don't give a fuck about black people, if you just so happen to be black, just say that, and then we can deal with you accordingly. At least you honest about it. I mean, none of us chose to be what we are. I didn't decide to be black, but I embraced it. I glorify my blackness. I'm 100% black. And if anybody tries to tell me anything different, then I say, nigga, prove that there's anything else. Well, you want to take a DNA swab? No, I do not. You got to prove it without my consent. Because I don't claim nothing else. I'm not trying to be nothing else. I am what I am, and I live it to the fullest, whether you like it or not. I'm 100% black. But some people just happen to be black. I had a good friend who was black, who didn't like black people. You would think, Mr. Black guy, super black, super black. And guy hate black people, wouldn't get along. We were cool. At least he was for real. At least I knew where he stood and I could deal with him accordingly. I need to know I need to know, like the black community needs to know, and not just LeBron, but just in general, of this whole people should speak the truth and talk about what they're passionate about and talk about their feelings and what really matters and genuine. And I don't want nobody phony and all of that nonsense. No, we need to know where you are so we can know how to move. Like, what is your position? Like, where do you stand? Are you indifferent to black folks? Are you indifferent? Do you not care about black people one way or the other? Are you like my friend who you really don't actually even like niggas? You don't like black folks and don't want to be around them and don't want to hang with them. But you know a couple that is cool. It's like, where are you in the spectrum? So we can know you for what you are and not ask anything of you that you're not prepared to give. But I love smart niggas. Smart niggas say the dumbest shit. They say the dumbest shit. Like, nigga, why? Like, why? Like, why is the only people who talking the people who really mean it? Like that's how politics work. Like, the only time laws is changed and things get done is by people who actually mean what they say. Like, that's how it works. Like, Things happen because people who say exactly what they mean and exactly what they feel 100% of the time, and they only move according to their passion and their truth, that's how things change. It's like, nigga, you sound like a fool. You sound like a goddamn fool. But I don't know. I'm a fool talking to you. So, I'm a fool. I don't know shit. Maybe you're correct. And I'm just too stupid to comprehend the logic of your argument. I'm not the smartest guy. I don't have any money. You make a lot of money making radio appearances, being seen, writing books, speaking engagements. You do a lot of shit. You do a lot of shit. So maybe you do have a point saying that a grieving mother can't talk to a goddamn celebrity, questioning her audacity, her nerve, the nerve of a grieving mother to say something against an athlete, to ask that an athlete, to say that she was disappointed in an athlete for not speaking up on her dead child who was playing with a toy. The nerve of her. My God, what was she thinking? Anyway, that's all I have to say. Let me know what you think. You can leave it in the comments. You can subscribe to my channel if you so choose. I talk about whatever I see, whatever I'm aware of. I hear that J-Lo is coming out with a new show, and so many people are giving it good reviews. I'm telling you up front, I don't want to like J-Lo's. I want to say that she does a horrible job. I'm letting you know in advance. I got a bias. I want to be right that J-Lo can't act. But what am I going to do if J-Lo has like an amazing performance? That's going to piss me off because I want her to fail. Am I wrong for wanting her to stay horrible at acting? Because I had to sit through so many bad J-Lo movies. Does that make me a bad person? I don't know. I kind of want to be right, but what if she is amazing? And I got to eat that J-Lo is an amazing actress, like everybody is saying that she is in this new upcoming show. Well, I have to check it out and see if I like it, and I'll probably, be talking about that at some point. I begin working soon, so it's going to be difficult navigating all of the shit that I have to navigate. But I will make it work. If there's anything you want me to talk about, you can send me an email at themrmassman@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter at the Mr. Massman. You can find me on Facebook at the Mr. Massman. Let me know what you think. That is all I have to say about this subject, and I will see you in the next video.